Shaki, and welcome to my beautiful channel. This is a celebrity psychic reading for Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship. So this is a general reading of what's going on there in their life right now. It's literally what's relevant as of late, that my guides are picking up on, the energy around them, and I'm just going to translate what's happening in their life at this time. So it may not be every little detail that you guys are seeking for, but if you do have any more questions, you can comment below and I can make a new video elaborating more on their situation. But as of right now, let's get into what's happening in their life. Again, with celebrity readings, I'm not hip on celebs, like following their every move. So this is a general reading. I do know Beyonce had twins lately, I think. But yeah, let's go into further detail what's going on. So the first words that come to my mind is fear. Mostly on Jay-Z's part, because he could be at a standstill about, like, for some reason when I think of Jay-Z all the time, I always get this fear around kids, or like how to handle them, how to deal with them. Maybe he's still learning how to express himself better with children or be a good father. Maybe he worries a lot about being a good dad, being a good example, and being there for his kids. Is the most concern for him right now. Um, he could have even had a lot of talks with Beyonce around children, and like the fact that he doesn't know if he's a good dad or not. Um, he could even went to counseling for certain things, for his past, even a lot of deep pillow talk, personal things going on. A lot of counseling sessions around children and child abuse, even home neglect. Um, being from how he grew up and the background he came from. So there's a lot of things being put on hold in their life, or that they're dealing with in regards to Jay-Z and how he grew up. Um, but his most concern is just being there for his kids. It might be even that he's trying to adjust to the feeling of having more than one kid now, and the fear of just giving equal amount of attention to each child. But it's very new to him, as well as Beyonce. To him, Beyonce always comes off as well put together, like a good mom, knows how to deal with children, things like that. But internally, he feels, or he struggles with, like, the idea of being a bad dad quite often. Maybe because he never had a good example of men in his life, or this something to do with children and not being too comfortable in the aspect. But maybe learning to be, or just a lot of talks of self-destruction, becoming more self-aware in that sense of how to deal with children, how to work with kids. Um, he may even be guided to work with kids in other countries, or work with kids in general, but it's kind of something's kind of holding him back because he's just uneasy about the whole thing. Sometimes you have people like that who are uneasy around kids because of their childhood, basically, like childhood trauma, just working through it, a lot of it. He's still healing from it. Even though he's rich and famous now, he still has stuff to deal with, as we all do. He stemmed from a lot of childhood abuse and neglect. Something about growing up in the hood too may have concerned him about how he acts or behaves towards kids, or how he was treated. Maybe resurfacing, things of that nature. Um, Other than that, I'm picking up that all is well in regards to, like, their home life situation. Finances, obviously, wealth surrounds them. I feel like both of them believe wholeheartedly and agree that they were destined to be rich or famous and wealthy, and that's not going anywhere anytime soon. So they're never really concerned about that. And I feel like they try to make a healthy balance of not letting the wealth get to them, as far as distancing themselves, not letting each other get a big head with wealth, still helping each other, trying to be selfless, things of that nature. I feel like both of them are trying to attend more charity events, be selfless, actually plan trips to Africa. For some reason, Africa is a big to-do thing on their to-do list. They may have gone a couple times already, but they may be even trying to build a home out there, even an orphanage for kids, things of that nature. They're really big on helping children because I feel like it's a healing experience for both of them. to help kids in need, and parents and moms in need. So that could be their major focus right now. Um, but something about Beyonce being a mother is healing in itself. For both of them, it's a very, very enlightening experience, for them both. Um, I feel like both of them believe that they have everything that they could ever ask for, so they really approach every situation in life as if they're grateful. And they try to they're very they believe in faith, um, not necessarily religion, but more so like everything happens for a reason. Keeping their vibration high, kind of thing, meditating. Being they're those kind of people. They give me that energy of. Um, they could even be considering renewing their vows at this time. Having a big wedding with all their family, including their new kids. Um, but they could be, yeah, definitely worrying about switching homes and moving somewhere new. A lot of talk about maybe even moving from America. So it's like, it's weird. They could be having a lot of racial injustice talks, like asking each other why they're still here in America, or like why they still fuck with people that they don't really like, stuff like that. A lot of Black Lives Matter talk is going on. Could even involve J. Cole. It could be working on a campaign with J. Cole, about Black Lives Matter, but it's all in the dark. It's all very secretive at this time. Um, but they could be just wondering, like, why the hell are we still here? America will never change type talk. But they could still feel like there's still some work to be done here. But they could be definitely working on a house off the grid somewhere, if they don't already have a house like that. But obviously, they're still talking about coming to America for business, things like that. Um, Probably just flying back and forth type of ordeal. Um, see what else. um, I really think they've been focusing a lot on Blue and like trying to help her grow up to the woman she's destined to be. They're really concerned about her as of late, as far as finding her light, her potential, what she likes to do. Maybe they want to get her involved in acting or modeling or singing. Maybe they introduce it to her early so that she can work on it. But they really don't want to push it on her. They want her to pick it herself or choose it for herself. So maybe they sit things in front of her every day, like a mic or a piano. Um, Let her listen to jazz, things like that. But I feel like deep down, Beyonce wants Blue to be kind of like her, like how she was when she was younger, um, and just decide for herself. Even the whole hair movement for Blue, I think Beyonce wants her to decide for herself whether she wants to stay natural or start wearing weaves when she get older, things like that. So she's really allowing Blue's process to gracefully develop as on her own, not forcing anything. But at this time, they want to focus on her getting smarter, developing, getting brighter, putting her in the best schools, best classes, best teachers, making sure she's safe and protected and taken care of. But yeah, a lot of focus is going on their twins. So they're trying to find a healthy balance between the attention they give her and the twins, etc. But all in all is well, and Blue is accepting of the new babies, and all is well. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Peace.